So I'm sure most of us must have heard about the virtuous woman, right? I mean, it's not something new to us. We've heard about it countless times. The virtuous woman. Oh, you should be the virtuous woman. So who is referred to as the virtuous woman? Okay, because most times we talk about it as like this perfect woman in the Bible. Everyone is asked, if you want to be your wife, you should be the virtuous woman. So today we're going to be looking into that. Let's know who exactly is the virtuous woman. Who exactly should be referred to as a virtuous woman? Is it the one who wears the most expensive jewelry, the one who dresses like the best, the best dressed? Who exactly is the virtuous woman? Let's find out, okay? Let's go dig the wisdom that is packed in Proverbs chapter 31. So today is 31 day of 31 days of digging wisdom from Proverbs. And if we are meeting for the first time, my name is Chomi Benjamin, and on this channel we talk about everything that will help us level up, become the best version of ourselves, and most importantly, discover our God-given purpose here on earth, which is our number one assignment. Alright, so with that being said, let's go dig this wisdom together. Let's go. Okay, so open your Bible, and I'm reading Proverbs chapter 31. And I'm reading with the ERV translation. So open your Bible, okay? Let's read together. Don't tell me you don't have a Bible. If you don't have a physical Bible, go download an offline Bible. Go to your Play Store or your Apple Store. Get yourself a Bible. Let's read together, okay? So I'm reading from verse 10. We're going to be reading from verse 10 to 35. Okay? Proverbs 31 from verse 10. And it says, the perfect wife. I like the caption. It says, how hard is it to find the perfect wife? She is worth more than jewels. You see, it's not about wearing the most expensive jewelry in the market. Her husband depends on her. He will never be poor. Like there's this promise I made myself. I said, it's not possible. I can't get married to a lazy man. I know that, like I know my name. Because except if there's no need. Anybody I'm getting married to, by the grace of God, he's going to fulfill God's purpose for his life. It's not negotiable. Provided that I chose you to be my husband, you are in my life, you have no choice, my darling. You're going to fulfill the purpose of God in your life, and that is it, and that's period. Clap it. Okay, so verse 12 now says, she does good for her husband all her life. She never causes him trouble. Do you see that? Did you hear that? A good woman does not cause her man trouble. So if you cause your man trouble, better check yourself. And with that being said, I know when I was younger, maybe when I was growing up, I wasn't this knowledgeable. So if you're like me, if maybe you are still naive, you still really don't know, listen to me. If you want to marry once and marry right, don't cause your man trouble. The Bible says this. You heard it now, okay? So these are the attributes of a virtuous woman, of the Proverbs 31. Listen properly and learn, alright? The Bible says, first of all, it's not about wearing the most beautiful jewelry. It's not about wearing the most expensive diamond in the market. Again, the Bible made it clear that her husband depends on her. He will never be poor. It's not every woman that their husband can be poor. Me, my own husband will never. He can't afford to be poor when I'm in his life. It's not by my power, not by my strength. By the grace of God, my husband can never be poor. All right. So, verse what now? Verse 13. It says, she is always gathering wool and flax and enjoying making things with her hands. Baby girl, if you must be the virtuous woman, you have to know how to make things with your hands. Learn baking, whatever, how to make hair, makeup. Learn something. Get a skill. Get yourself a skill. Learn how to do things with your hands. Okay. Verse 14. She is like a sheep from a far place. She brings home food from everywhere. She wakes up early in the morning, cooks food for her family, and gives the servants their own share. Okay, so you should wake up every morning, then learn, like, even if you do not know how to cook, because most people these days they're like, oh, I can't cook, but then as a wife, baby girl, you should learn, you should know at least the basics, because what will you be feeding your man if you can't cook? What would you be feeding your children if you can't cook? So you might have help, you might have cook people who help you around the house, but learn it still. Know how to cook, know the basics. All right, and then wake up early, get your husband ready for work, get your kids ready for work. This is your responsibility. Someone can help you make their food, clean the house, but no one can help you take care of your husband. Nobody else, only you. And also, I see, there are some women who do not take care of their servants. But here it says that she wakes up early, she cooks food, and then she gives her servant their own share. Did you hear that? So when you're giving to junior, don't forget senior. And when you give to junior and senior, don't forget the help at home, your servant, the gate man, the gate man, your house help. They are people's children too. Their mother loves them as much as you love your kids too. Okay? Don't forget them. Give them their own share. Take care of them too. When you are getting clothes for your kids, get for them too. Especially when they're still children, when you are living with, say, like a teenager who is not maybe an adult yet, who can't get things for herself. Okay? So let's read the next verse. It says 16. She looks at land and buys it, and uses the money she has earned and plant a vineyard. So this woman is also into real estate. Did you hear that? Baby girl, we're making money. So for you to be a virtuous woman, the Proverbs 31 woman, you should know how to invest. Learn investment, my love. Okay? Baby, learn how to invest your money. Whether it's your money or your husband's money, you should learn how to invest. Okay? Then the next one is Proverbs verse 17. Now it says, she works very hard. She is strong and able to do all her work. The virtuous woman is not a lazy woman. I'm not saying you should do everything all by yourself, but don't just answer the wife of a rich man. Be the wife of a rich man and a rich wife too. Okay? Then verse 18. She works late into the night to make sure her business earns a profit. Did you hear that? She has a business. She's not just a stay-at-home mom. She has something she's doing. She has a business. She runs a business. So maybe this is a sign for you to think of that business. Think of a business. Think of something to do. Okay? Good. So the next one, we're going to be digging from verse 19, and it says, she makes her own thread and weave her own cloth. She always gives to the poor and help those who need it. She gives to the poor and help those who needs her help. So don't have a neighbor, like you know fully well that you have more than this person, you can afford to assist them, but then you be like, what were they doing when others were making money? What were they doing when... If you can assist, please assist. If you can help. Don't say I don't talk to people below my standard. You don't. That's not nice at all. It doesn't speak good of you as a Christian. As a Christian, you should help people. You should not discriminate. You should not look down on people. You should help. The Bible said that the poor will always be in our midst. Okay? So one of the attributes of a virtuous, hope you're writing down if you need to, okay, is that she helps the poor. Alright? So the next one, verse 21, and says, she does not worry about her family when it snows. She has given them all good warm clothes. Like, she knows that winter is on the way. We are in summer now, but very soon it's going to get cold. And so she has made preparation for when it snows. So she understands times and seasons. Did you get that? She knows that this time is like, she understands times and seasons. She knows when that to have this certain kind of dressing or food or whatever to prevent cold, and then she knows when they should, expose their skin a bit, when to go to the beach. She understands, she knows how to take care of her family. That's one of the attributes of a virtuous woman. 22, she makes shades and spread for the bed, and she wears clothes of fine linen. She makes sheets and spreads for the bed. Her house is not dirty. Her house is always neat, it's sparkling. She's clean. Some people want to make money, you want success, but your house is not put together. Your house is dirty. Your house is not kept. Even if you don't have all it takes to have a fancy room of a fancy house, keep it neat. It should be neat at least. Your bed should always be dressed. One thing I learned from one woman, I'm trying to remember the title before her name, but Mrs. Funke Adejumoke. I learned something from her. No matter where I'm going to and I'm in a hurry, I don't care to know like how late I've gone or whatever. I must make my bed. My bed must be dressed. My bed, you can't cut my bed now. I've passed that level a long time ago. You should come up to that level too, okay? Always make your bed. Don't you want to look good? Verse 23 now says, her husband is a respected member of the city council, where he meets with the other leaders. She's not married to just an ordinary man. Even if you married your husband when you were an ordinary man, he should not remain like that, my sister. Don't allow him to remain. That man if you don't know what to do, use your knees. Wake up at midnight. Pray for your husband. He cannot remain where you met him now. He can't remain there. Pray for him. Personally, I pray. Even as I'm not married yet, I pray for my future husband. God, my husband he's going to sit in the seat of kings and not ordinary men. You put all these things in place. Arrange your marriage, your life, how you want them to be. So if your husband is not respected, or he's not a respected member of the council, he doesn't sit at the city gate where decisions are being made, he's not in the room yet, you should get to work, my sister. Pray for your husband. Let God put him where he is supposed to be. Let him be well positioned. You get it? You feel me? Okay, this is our secret though. But the secret is prayer, my sister. Not to pray. God answers prayers. Then 24 says, she makes clothes and belts and sells them to the merchants. You see, she has a skill, and when she does the skills, she sells them. You must not know everything, but at least the basic homemaking skills, stuffs. You should know those ones. You should know how to make, you should know some skills, like the basic ones. Okay. Verse 25 says, she is a strong person and people respect her. She looks to the future with confidence. She's not afraid of what tomorrow holds. She's not, God, how will it happen? How will this money come? She looks to the future with confidence. I know this applies to most of us. We are scared of what tomorrow brings. We are not sure of tomorrow. And this is a wake-up call. Sis, don't be scared of tomorrow. Don't be scared of what tomorrow holds. You should always be faith over fear. Faith over fear. Okay? Good. When you have God on your side, you should not worry about so many things. You should not be scared or be afraid of anything. Alright? So verse 26 now says, she speaks with wisdom and teaches others to be loving and kind. Not everyone speaks with wisdom. You must have seen them now. You see all those women who are that loud, they speak so loudly, they bring, in fact, where there is peace, when they come to that place, it will become chaos. Everywhere will be so chaotic. Don't be that kind of person. That does not speak well of a Christian woman who claims to be a virtuous woman, a Proverbs 31 kind of woman. We do not bring quarrel, we bring peace. Okay, and encourage people to love one another. Right. Okay, so moving on. Verse 27, it says, She oversees the care of her house. She's never lazy. Yeah, she may have house help, housekeeper, whoever, nanny, people who help her keep to clean her house, do one or two things at home, but she oversees their activities. She knows what they are doing. She doesn't just sit and fold her hands and they're in charge. No, she is in charge of her home. Verse 28 says, her children say good things about her. Her husband brags about her and says, there are many good women, but you are the best. Imagine your children bragging about you. Do you know who my mommy is? And your husband, my wife, she's this and that. And, you know how men likes to brag about their wives. You should be that kind of woman, okay? You may not have seen it in your mother or anyone close to you, but you can build that kind of home. You can build that kind of family with the help of God. Surely you can. Verse 39 says, grace and beauty can fool you, but a woman who respects the Lord shall be praised. Give her the reward she deserves. Praise her in public for what she has done. Grace and beauty can fool you, but a woman who respects the Lord shall be praised. So she is a woman who respects the Lord, and then the Bible says you should give her praise in the public. So let's be that woman who respects not just our husbands or take care of just our children, but also respects the Lord. You see, I think it starts from loving God and respecting Him. Because when you love God, you respect Him, you would want to do what He has asked you to do as a Christian. And that includes loving your, submitting to your husband, taking care of your kids and your home, and all that. So it all starts from knowing God. How is your relationship with God? How is it? If you're still intact, then congratulations, and make it to becoming a virtuous woman. But if you're shaky, you're not sure, I would recommend you go back to your altar, go back to your first love, and repair that relationship with God. So with that being said, we've come to the end of digging wisdom from Proverbs, and I hope you learned something from all we've dug from day 1 to day 31. I hope you've learned something, and I'll see you guys in our next one. Don't stop watching our videos, okay? Don't stop coming to this channel to level up, discover the best version of yourself, and most importantly, discover your God-given purpose on earth, which is your number 1 assignment. All right, please consider subscribing if you're yet to do so. Like and share with your family and your loved ones, and I will see you guys around.